let's set the scene here. You have your bra pattern. You got your fabric laid out. Your sewing machine is turned on. You even found the link to the sew along. Now, you can probably make it through the project just fine, but there are a handful of tools, super affordable tools, that I think will make your sewing experience so much easier. And you can use these tools for lingerie as well as corsets, swimwear, and activewear. One of my mottos is I like to work smarter, not harder. And I think that these tools will help your lingerie sewing be so much more efficient. Hi, I'm Maddie from Madalynne Intimates, and we do everything DIY lingerie, from DIY kits to lingerie sewing patterns, online tutorials just like this one. We also have a Patreon page, and hey, I even wrote a book. If you like this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos and hit that like and subscribe button. All right, let's get right to it, and my number one tool. Now, this is a very controversial tool, I will say. It is Odif's 505 spray adhesive, and I'll first say that there are many other brands. I use Odif's, but if you live in other countries that might not have Odif's, you just want a temporary spray adhesive. Now, you're either going to love or hate this. So let's first get into what this is used for. And this was a total game changer. Let's rewind. Oh, I don't even want to show my age here, but like more than a decade ago when I was sewing one of my first lingerie projects. The biggest thing that I struggled with was I would cut out the main fabric for the bra cup. I would cut out the lining fabric for the bra cup. And when I would go and sew it, the lining fabric and the main fabric will get twisted and then cause these drag lines. Even if my sewing was fine, the fabrics got shifted and then it just turned out fugly. So when I discovered this, now this is a quilting tool. A lot of quilters use this, and you'll find it a lot in quilting shops. So when I lay out my fabrics, I lay out my main fabric and I lay out my lining fabric. And I will spray the wrong side of one or the other. If you find that like it's not sticking, if you spray one side, you can spray both sides, and that will really help the fabrics adhere. And then I will press the fabrics together and treat them as one layer throughout the whole sewing project. Y'all, this was a game changer for me. Now, the caveat is it doesn't come up on my needle or my sewing machine, but it does get on my cutting mat. Now, I just have to weigh my pros and cons, and I have decided that I would rather have fabrics that behave nicely than a cutting mat that is clean. So I will take a messy cutting mat so that I have an easier sewing experience than not use this. But I will say that after every, I try to be cognizant of when the cutting mat does look a little bit dirty, and I do use Lysol wipes or just an all-purpose cleaner to like really scrub it and to get that gum and like that gunk off, because it does get on your cutting mat. And then every couple months, I would say like once or twice a year, we actually do get cutting mats. But again, that is just a personal choice that I have made because I love Odif's so much. My second recommended tool are duck-billed scissors. And you might be thinking, duck, huh, what? The scissors don't come with ducks. They also don't look like ducks, but the one blade does look like the bill on a duck, hence the term duck-billed scissors. These are used for sewing elastic. So most elastic, not all, but most elastic is sewn in two steps. And I'm referring to picot and fold over. And when you sew that first step, you will trim back those seam allowances. And these types of scissors help you get really close to that stitch line without cutting through your elastic. The third tool that I recommend is Gutermann's Mara 120 thread. So we had an instance where we were sewing elastic and all the thread was breaking. We were using polyester thread, but all the thread was breaking. And we were like, what the heck is going on? And then went down the rabbit hole of Reddit or some sort of thread, pun intended. We went down the rabbit hole of some sort of thread and found somebody who recommended Mara 120. And it does have a little bit of polyester in it, so you can use it. It's supposed to be for like lingerie or projects that have a little bit of stretch. But for some reason, this does not break. So if you're running into the case of where your thread is breaking, try Gutermann's Mara 120 thread. Now, I am based in the US, so I buy it from Waywack, Wawack, however you say it. And they have an awesome color picker on their website, which makes it really easy to match it to the color of your elastics or your fabric. But if you are living in another country, please put in the comments below where you could find this, because this really is a game changer, because there's nothing worse than trying to sew a project and your thread is breaking and you can't finish. My fourth recommended tool, these are rotary cutters. So they basically are the craft version of what you cut your pizza with. And you cut your pizza the same way you cut your fabric. So it should be very intuitive to use. It comes in two different types of widths. So there's the 45, which if you're a garment sewer or a quilter, this is probably the most common size that you are used to. I personally like to use the 28 millimeter. The 18 millimeter is a little bit too small, and the 28 millimeter is kind of like the sweet spot. I really don't use regular scissors unless I'm snipping something. When I'm sewing, I use this for everything. If somebody hands me a pair of scissors and I'm cutting out a project, I'm like, please give me the rotary cutter, because I don't use those. Not only because I have anything against scissors, I think they are great and they have a place and a time and a purpose, but I think that with lingerie fabrics that move and shift and are very lightweight, this gives a cleaner cut. Especially when you're dealing with the coordinate seam allowances, you really want to cut out things really precisely. So I highly recommend rotary cutters.